welcome to Mole Confidential Season 5, Episode 5.
All right, we're back. Got lots of content to go through today, and of course, we're getting very close to the end. Almost there. But our first question is going to be taken care of by Mr. Kama.
One of the comments said there was a kind of a confusion on the Mole recording schedule, like if we do it every week on a Friday at 9 p.m. No, we did it before all the episodes even aired on a Saturday later, on my time at least. Because, there were Americans, some people from England, one from Sweden. So we had different times, and so we did it later at the evening, but on a Saturday, not Friday, and before everything got aired.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest sticking point that people don't get is we literally recorded the entire season before we ever aired the first episode because you have to. Otherwise, players would get information from watching it and then take that into the next week. Maybe see comments from players saying, "Oh, blah did this. You should check that out." So it would hurt the game. So the whole thing was recorded. The only thing that we do live, in a sense, or kind of in sync, is these things. We're recording this video on January 24th, 2016. So this is the basically the Sunday after the Friday episode. So confidentials, we do kind of live-ish. Everything else has already been recorded and done. The players have had to keep quiet about everything because obviously they already know who the mole is and all that good stuff. Okay, the next question. Somebody was wanting to know how I decided on how much time for Challenge 9, which was Everyone's a Critic. And to be honest, we do tests of challenges somewhat, but it's hard because, like, say the parkour course in our first episode, our first parkour course. Kama might run it, I might run it, but we're not under any pressure. It's not like we're playing the game. So we can figure out, okay, this is doable, but then you need to figure out the range of your skill set of your players, take into account pressure and stuff, so it's tough. But for this one, I wanted to make sure they had enough time to build. We've had other like contests where players have built stuff, like charades and different things that we've done in other games. So we wanted to give them enough time. They had plenty of time to build. There was more than enough time. But we let it go just in case they wanted to change it. But yeah, it was more time. I'd rather let them have more time than not, though. But again, lessons learned. If we do that challenge again, we might shorten the time. But I think the challenge went well regardless. All right, mansion tour. People wanted to see the mansion. There's really no spoilers anymore in here. This is the walk that you saw the players take during the intro, which we recorded before we started recording that first episode. This mansion was originally built by Gizmo. Over here, we have the dorms and the dining hall. We're going to skip that for now. We have the pool and the elimination room over here. So here's the pool, which a lot of times the players would come in here and hang out. You can see the pool is a question mark for who is the mole. And got a little small kiddie pool over here. This is probably what Gizmo swims in. And then over here is the mole sauna. So this was kind of an area where players could come and chill in between challenges. And then in here we have the elimination room. This is where the players stand while they wait for me to call them. We don't really need to show that room. That room's been shown so much. Here's the dining room where they can hang out. And this gets us back to kind of the main area. Back through there where DB is. You can come through here, DB.
Oh, yay!
That was the main entrance area. Now this goes up to the dorms in a sense. And if you come up here, you can see basically the start of the players' rooms. So like here we have Bon, Stig, their two rooms, Silicon, Alexander, Poker, Retro, and then we had to have the upstairs used. And since we didn't need those rooms, we bedrocked them off. And then over here you have Lizzie's and you have Pappy's. So those were the rooms for the players. And you guys have seen those as we have gone into the players who've been eliminated. So that's the mansion in itself. One of the things the players did do is in between challenges, they were allowed to kind of go outside the mansion and mine and craft and stuff so they could get things for their rooms. And they did take advantage of that. But there's not a lot of exciting things to see out here. But I told them not to disturb the front that much so they could go around the back if they needed to. Didn't have a lot of time. You can see kind of where I pasted in the mansion into this world. Could have cleaned that up better, but I didn't. And you can kind of just see back here. I did a decent job kind of smoothing out a lot of it. But this is just kind of the area around for them to mine and craft if they wanted to get some loot so they could decorate their rooms. A lot of times the players in the previous seasons, we didn't really let them have too much fun. So this season we tried to let them kind of do what they wanted. A lot of times in previous seasons, players would try to steal things from challenges, like wool blocks or something, and then bring them back. Okay, so that's the mansion. Now, somebody else had messaged me and asked me about how the gate system works. Well, here's one of the gates here. This is always the source gate. This gate's always active. And if you try to walk through it, nothing happens. It'll say the gate doesn't lead anywhere. But what I would do is before every day would start, I would have it so this gate didn't connect to anything. Now I'm going to go ahead here and go to Chow 1. And you can see this gate here is deactivated. Now if I take a compass and I name the compass, I call this compass challenge. When I right click on the emerald, it lights up. And now you can actually walk through the gate and go to the challenge. So when I tell players come on through the gate, DB and Comma can do that now. There they are. Now when the challenge is over, I would basically just come over here and break that, do that, do that, and then boom, we're back in action. The gates are unlinked. So I always only had one gate at a time. You could create like multiple named gates and have it be Chow 1, Chow 2, but then you'd have to have all those source gates. So I just chose to always just have one active. That way no players could get sneaky and try going back to challenges or stuff. So it's an easy way to do it. I've done this almost from the beginning. I'm not sure which season I started using the gates. I might have used it from season 1. I don't even remember, to be honest. All right, DB has, we'll just stay here at challenge 1, has the last question.
This is how can I be in season 6? It's simple. There will be a video uploaded, and all you do is apply with the link in the description. You just have to have a good mic and a good application, and we do use Mumble and not Skype.
Yeah, so that pretty much sums it up. I mean, I'll tweet out when it goes out, the video and all that, and people will have time to apply. Don't be one of those people who, as soon as I put out the thing, they go to the link, the first 5 minutes, they click in, put their name in, I want to be in Mole, yes, 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 submit. Take some time. You don't have to get your submission in first. Usually the people who put them in first are the ones who just literally just spam the generic information. You really want to stand out. I want to know why you want to be in the Mole, why you'd be a good player, all those types of things to show that you actually really want to be there versus just trying to be in it just because you just think it would be cool and spamming it as quickly as possible. All right, so here we are at the lovely Chow 9. You can see some of the art, the beautiful, beautiful stuff here. We've got our little creatures here. Very, very interesting. This one's called Piper. And over here, its twin is called Gizmo. And that was one of our questions. So you can see the rooms here, the players. There's the infamous Ghost/Ghast that Bond built. And then the Picasso room 2 here. A lot of people gave Stig credit saying he made a great Scorpion. And then poor Alexander gets the toughest one, dishwasher. And then, obviously, had a rough go with that. And the you can see the gate deactivated, but there's the gate. And the critic room was very boring. Nothing to do. Just kind of chill out in here. And then we had a little soldier guy over there, like a samurai soldier. So, what did you guys think of this challenge?
I liked it, but if I had the dishwasher, I would not know what to do. That one's tough.
Yeah, I don't think I would have known how to build a dishwasher. Like, I mean, it's a good amount of space in there, but so much detail you would have to include just so people can see the dishwasher. I mean, if you build it, you're gonna see it's one,
Yeah.
obviously.
Overall, it's a good game. I like it.
Yeah, here I'm going to go outside here with my compass. You can see the arena here. It's a big pyramid. So
Boss
this was
did that all by himself.
Yes, I built this one all myself. I did not have any help. Very beautiful. Well, some of these art pieces are pieces that I got schematics for, but the actual structure with all the light and the floor and the buildings and pathways and all that, and some tweaking to some of the stuff. So can't take all the credit, but this was, I think, one of the only challenges that when I got done with it, Kama didn't have to kind of come in and change it too much, which in this case, I don't think he didn't change anything.
I didn't
But
change anything on this.
I enjoyed it. I like these kind of challenges. I like challenges where people get to be creative with their Minecraft skills. One of the reasons why we've been doing some of the other games that we've been testing on Saturday on our live streams, like Copycat. We could maybe put Stig's Scorpion in there someday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, here's number 10, Dig Like the Wind. You can see what's left of it after the players did all their damage to it. Digging around, trying to find stuff. I myself like the water or caves being underneath. I think it adds a little atmosphere. But there was a bedrock floor, so they couldn't actually dig into a cave or anything. But your guys' thoughts on this challenge, which we've done before in Mole?
You can be sneaky with this one. I mean, all the diamonds that the players put in were pretty close to each other, but you never know if they really found that amount or if they're keeping some. It's really hard to judge.
Yeah, it's a good challenge for the mole to actually do something because I don't think any player has been with all the other players at any given time under there. So
Yeah.
if he just doesn't say, "Oh, I found a diamond," then he has a diamond for himself.
Yeah, I think for me the standout moment for this challenge was Stig calling one of the players' girlfriend. That kind of caught me off guard when it happened. Maybe I'll highlight that. That could be a good soundbite.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
But this challenge, basic challenge, easy as DB pointed out for the mole to be mole-ish if they wish to. That's a great question somebody could ask for the reunion when it comes to this challenge. And I'll be honest, I don't know if the mole did anything on this challenge. All right, so here is a sneak peek from a challenge in our next episode. What could it be? All right, so here we are in the player eliminated in our last episode. So if you haven't watched episode 5, stop now because we're going to reveal who that player is. Go immediately. But here we are in Mr. Alexander's room. He has his chest saying, "Please don't steal." He has a sign over here, "Not the mole." Well, that's true. He was eliminated, so he can't be the mole. And then here's the sign that says, "Well, you can't win the game and you can't build dishwashers. Lol, love the mole."
Mole's
That's
getting
pretty
sassy
good.
now.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so all the viewer votes are in, and it's after episode 4. And by majority vote, you guys thought or think it's Stigman 13.
At least that player is still in the game. I don't know if they're the mole. We're getting close to finding out.
And now we come to our favorite section, the Mole Comment of the Week. This week it is sung by Dark Shadowclaw.
It's the Mole comment of the week.
And this week's Mole Comment of the Week is by the Flying Angel, and he says, "Hi ho, I hope I know who the mole."
Well, not the best English, but we'll take it.
He tried.
Yeah, you got to give him credit. You know, A plus for effort. Same thing for Dark Shadowclaw. If you want to sing the Mole Comment of the Week, we're coming to the close here of Mole, so there's not a lot left. In the description of the video, there is a link. You can submit your song. Make sure it is not copyrighted. Make sure it's your own creation or royalty-free, or just sing it, a cappella. But submit it. If you want to make it a YouTube video, make it unlisted. You can just upload it as a WAV or MP3 on like SoundCloud or Dropbox. It's up to you. But just use the form in there to link me to it, and there's a chance that you might be one of the last people to get to sing it. Maybe we'll have somebody come sing it live for the reunion. That would be interesting. Maybe DB will sing it live.
No.
Immediately.
That was quick. That was the quickest she's been this whole episode.
Hey, hold on.
So that is definitely going to do it for Season 5, Episode 5 of Mole Confidential. We will be back with another new Mole episode on this coming Friday. And the last Confidential. And then you guys will be able to start submitting all those great questions for the finale or for the reunion. So you guys in here want to say your best Mole goodbyes, we're going to head out.
Goodbye.